Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead. I have one announcement and one thing to share, and our announcement is that we are having a Memorial Day book sale, and it started just after midnight this morning, and it will go until midnight Wednesday night. That is the 26th to the 28th in celebration of Memorial Day. Jim served in the Air Force, and both of our fathers served in the Navy. So we want to honor all of our veterans and appreciate their service. I get emotional. The other thing that I want to share is that we are living in very uncertain times, and we're worried. All of us are worried about things. And I think no time is better than the present to spread cheer and kindness. And I've made it a goal whenever I am out and about to be sure that I smile at people and I greet them. And if I can do any little chore to help them, then I will do that. Yesterday we were at Costco, and Jim was at and we were in the food court. We'd done our shopping, and I was sitting and trying to organize our groceries into a couple of boxes. And he was getting our hot dogs. You know, you can't beat the price of lunch. $1.25 for a hot dog and a drink. We usually do that every time we go to Costco.
$1.50.
$1.50. Oh, okay. It's $1.50. And so I had a box that I was attempting to lift back into my basket. And this sweet older lady, gray-haired, very slight, I mean, she had to be 90, which is older than I am. She said, "Would you like some help with that, dear? I'm happy to help you." And I was just lowering it in, and I thanked her so much, but I'd already done it. And it just pleased me all day long as I thought of that older woman who probably didn't have much more body strength than I did, offering to help. And that's what kindness is all about. And it just lifted me for the whole day. So I hope that we can go about being kind to others and lifting them, because these are tough times. In light of that, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be freeze drying some bell peppers. Jim and I have taken inventory of things that we're a little bit low on in our freeze-dried foods and in our canned foods, and we are building up a little bit more the things that we want to be sure to have on hand. Now, these are Costco bell peppers. We bought 4 packages of them, and they were $8. That's more than they have been in a while. But you know, today's price is going to be lower than tomorrow's price, so to speak. And these come from Mexico. And so I for sure wanted to get a good supply of our freeze-dried tricolor peppers. Now, we bought 4 packages, and I've already fixed one tray right here, and I mixed the colors together. But I wanted to show you, first of all, how I cut the peppers, and then how I get them on the trays. And so this is a package of 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here's 5 and 6. There are 6 per package. And so this is how I do it. So I used to cut peppers like this. I now cut them like this because you get a lot more flesh this way. And it is a way to avoid a lot of the seeds, although these yellow peppers have a lot of seeds. Now, when I come down to this last one, I do not cut all the way to the bottom because the bottom has a lot of good flesh on it. So I don't want to take that off. I'm just pulling out my trash here. And so then the next thing I want to do, and see all this nice bottom flesh right here, is to get rid of all the seeds and cut off any pith. So here's some pith I'm cutting. Getting all of those seeds out. This one has no pith, and then this one. Okay, and I get rid of all the seeds because I don't want seeds. And one more. So here's 1 cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts, and I just kind of cut a square around it actually. And the 4th cut is off to the side, taking off the bottom pith but not the bottom flesh. And then getting rid of the seeds and the extra pith. Okay, now we have all 6 cut. Oops, a few seeds there. And getting rid of the seeds on the cutting board and on the countertop. Now in this tray I have 2. I have a red pepper and a yellow pepper. What I don't have here is an orange pepper, so I'm going to take this orange, and this is all that it takes. I just slice these now that they're clean. And then I'm just putting the orange ones in place here. And I want these to be all mixed up. And so this is, it's not too bad. It has not taken me very long to do this. And you know, when I start a project, I tend to get better after I've done it through the actions 2 or 3 times. I'm sure most of them are the same. And so I will continue doing this. And once I finish with the third, this is the 3rd pepper for this one, and I haven't decided what color I'm going to use for the 4th. It takes about 4, maybe just a little bit more than 4 peppers to fill a tray. So we're going to have a few leftovers, and that is fabulous with me because I love raw bell peppers. It's wonderful, so we'll have those to eat. So I'm going to finish now doing the same thing that I just showed you, and we'll fill the other 2 trays and finish filling this one, and we will be back when we're ready to show you the results. Well, here we are. Look at these 4 trays of gorgeous, gorgeous peppers. These peppers were phenomenal, and they always are. We buy these a lot at Costco, and they are crispy, they're juicy, they're thick-fleshed, they're perfect bell peppers, and they're perfect for freeze drying. So we bought 4 packages, which was 24 peppers, 4 times 6 is 24, which was 24 peppers, and we used all but 7. So essentially what we used was 4 1/4 peppers per tray. And they're stacked 2 or 3 deep, which is fine. I've done it like this before. I've done a number of batches of these peppers, and we just really go through them fairly fast. So we're going to meet you out in the Kelvin lab and get these in Kelvin. We have done the 15-minute pre-cooling. It is now down to 38, which is good. And it says close the drain valve, and Jim did that already. So we're just now going to load these trays. Whew. And hit continue, and there we go. Now this is going to take at least 24 hours, probably more likely somewhere in the 30s. So we will be back when these are done, and we will show you the results, and then we will talk about different ways we use these. So we'll see you then. Well, here we are 29 hours later. Actually, it finished just as we were going to bed about 11 p.m. last night. So we brought it in the house and put it in plastic bags and then waited till this morning to show you. But it took a total of 29 hours, which is not too bad. And so I don't know if you can hear this, but they're very crunchy. They're very light. dry as can be, and actually they're fun to eat just like this. They just melt in your mouth. They're very sweet. So let's get these jarred up. And I'm going to show you how fast these rehydrate. So here is my bowl of water, and I'm just going to put a few in. And they'll be done in just 2 or 3 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to get some of them into the jars. So there's one tray. Now, let's check these. Yep, they're soft as can be. Now they don't have the bite that fresh ones do, but they're pretty darn close. And when I use these in recipes, generally I will rehydrate them ahead of time, but there are some times when I just toss them in as is. They're also fun to use, like to throw into a green salad, just a few into a green salad. They're a little bit crispy and crunchy. They give a really nice taste. And we go through these so fast. So I'm just thrilled. We'll probably have about 3 of these 2-quart jars, not quite 3 if it turns out to be like similar. Oh, I better not do that this time. Oh, we may only have 2. But whatever it is that we have, we'll be very grateful for. So we'll finish doing this and bring you back when they're done. All right, I just finished vacuum sealing this one. And we ended up with 2 2-quart jars of these lovely peppers. This is a wonderful addition to our food storage out in where we keep our freeze-dried foods. And this will last us, a couple of months. So we need to get some more in as well. And if the price holds at Costco, we'll be doing some more of these before too much longer. They are extraordinarily versatile. I throw them in scrambled eggs just the way they are. Sometimes they rehydrate a little bit, and sometimes they're just a little crispy bites in scrambled eggs, and they're just delicious. So I hope that you're able to do this. You could try dehydrating them. They won't be quite the same, but you would be able to put them in soups and stews and have them in a hot mixture, boiling mixture, to help rehydrate them. It's more difficult to rehydrate dehydrated foods than it is freeze-dried foods. So thank you so much for being with us, and we appreciate our community so very much. Thank you for being a part of it, and we will see you very soon for more videos.